The transition from apartheid to democracy in South Africa was a tumultuous yet triumphant saga characterized by resilience, courage, and unwavering determination. Decades of institutionalized racial segregation had left scars that ran deep within the fabric of society. Yet, against all odds, South Africa emerged from the shadows of oppression to embrace the promise of a new era. The 1994 elections, hailed as the first democratic elections in the country's history, marked the culmination of years of struggle and sacrifice. Mandela's African National Congress clinched a resounding victory, paving the way for him to assume the presidency and usher in an era of reconciliation and nation-building. The role of the deputy president holds immense significance. Beyond serving as the second-in-command, the deputy president is entrusted with the responsibility of providing strategic counsel, bridging divides, and fostering unity within the government. As Mandela navigated the complexities of post-apartheid South Africa, the selection of his deputy assumed paramount importance. The deputy president is not merely a ceremonial figure but a pivotal player in shaping the trajectory of the nation. With the eyes of the world fixed upon South Africa, Mandela's choice of deputy would reverberate far beyond the confines of the Union buildings, influencing the course of history and the aspirations of future generations. Amidst the euphoria of Mandela's historic victory, whispers of controversy swirled around his choice of deputy president. Speculation was rife that Mandela had harbored a preference for Cyril Ramaphosa, a stalwart of the anti-apartheid struggle and a prominent figure within the ANC. However, when Mandela appointed Thabo Mbeki as his deputy, questions arose about the factors that influenced his decision. The controversy surrounding Mandela's choice sparked intense debate within political circles and the broader community. Some speculated about underlying tensions and power struggles within the ANC, while others questioned the rationale behind Mandela's decision. As the nation grappled with the complexities of transition, the selection of Mandela's deputy became a topic of fervent discussion and conjecture. In unraveling the intricacies of Mandela's choice, it is imperative to delve deeper into the political landscape of the time and the dynamics that shaped his decision-making process. By exploring the historical context and examining the significance of selecting a deputy president, we can glean valuable insights into the intricacies of South Africa's transition and the enduring legacy of Nelson Mandela's leadership. Mandela and Ramaphosa shared a history deeply rooted in the struggle against apartheid. Both were key figures in the ANC, with Mandela having served decades in prison for his anti-apartheid activism, and Ramaphosa emerging as a prominent leader in the trade union movement. Their paths frequently intersected during the tumultuous years leading up to South Africa's transition to democracy, fostering a relationship built on mutual respect and shared commitment to the ANC's ideals. Speculations about Mandela's preference for Ramaphosa as his deputy were fueled by various factors. Ramaphosa's leadership qualities and strategic acumen were widely acknowledged within the ANC, earning him respect and admiration from colleagues and adversaries alike. His role in leading negotiations with the apartheid government during the transition period further solidified his standing as a capable and trusted leader within the party. Moreover, Ramaphosa's track record of contributions to the ANC's cause was exemplary. As the founding General Secretary of the National Union of Mine Workers, he played a pivotal role in organizing labor strikes that brought the apartheid regime to its knees. Subsequently, he played a key role in the drafting of South Africa's post-apartheid constitution, showcasing his legal acumen and commitment to democratic principles. Ramaphosa's qualifications extended beyond his activism and legal expertise. He possessed a keen understanding of economic issues, having been instrumental in the development of the ANC's economic policies aimed at addressing the legacies of apartheid and fostering inclusive growth. His business acumen, demonstrated through his successful ventures in the private sector, further enhanced his credentials as a potential deputy president capable of navigating South Africa's complex socio-economic landscape. Despite these speculations, Mandela's decision to appoint Thabo Mbeki as his deputy president in 1994 came as a surprise to many. While the exact reasons behind Mandela's choice remain subject to interpretation, it is clear that Mbeki's background and attributes resonated with Mandela's vision for South Africa's future. Mbeki's diplomatic skills, intellectual rigor, and experience in international relations were deemed essential in consolidating South Africa's position on the global stage and fostering unity within the diverse nation. In hindsight, Mandela's decision to appoint Mbeki over Ramaphosa may have been influenced by a myriad of factors, including considerations of party unity, regional representation, and personal dynamics within the ANC leadership. Nevertheless, Ramaphosa's journey did not end with his exclusion from the deputy presidency. Instead, he continued to play a pivotal role in South African politics, eventually ascending to the presidency in 2018. Thabo Mbeki's ascent within the African National Congress, and his eventual appointment as deputy president alongside Nelson Mandela in 1994 was not merely a stroke of luck, but a culmination of his political acumen, experience, and strategic positioning within the party. Mbeki's political career within the ANC began in exile, where he received military training and diplomatic education in the Soviet Union and other countries sympathetic to the anti-apartheid cause. He played a crucial role in ANC's international relations, serving as the head of the ANC's Department of Information and as a representative to several African nations. Upon his return to South Africa following the unbanning of the ANC in 1990, Mbeki emerged as a key figure in the negotiations to end apartheid and transition the country to democracy. His diplomatic skills and ability to navigate complex negotiations earned him respect within the ANC leadership and among international partners. As the ANC prepared for the first democratic elections in 1994, Mandela faced the daunting task of selecting a deputy president who could effectively complement his leadership and contribute to the nation-building process. Several factors influenced Mandela's decision to choose Mbeki for this crucial role. Firstly, Mbeki's extensive experience in diplomacy and international relations made him a valuable asset in representing South Africa on the global stage. Mandela recognized the importance of projecting a positive image of the newly democratic South Africa to the international community, and Mbeki's expertise in this area made him a natural choice. Secondly, Mbeki's ideological alignment with Mandela and the ANC's vision for the future of South Africa played a significant role in his selection as deputy president. Both Mandela and Mbeki shared a commitment to non-racialism, reconciliation, and economic empowerment for all South Africans, making Mbeki a trusted ally in advancing the ANC's agenda. Additionally, Mbeki's leadership qualities, intellect, and temperament were highly regarded within the ANC. Mandela valued Mbeki's analytical approach to problem-solving, his ability to build consensus within the party, and his dedication to the principles of the ANC. During the transition period leading up to the 1994 elections, Mbeki played a crucial role in facilitating negotiations between the ANC and other political parties, as well as in drafting key policies for the new democratic government. His contributions to the ANC's election campaign further solidified his position as Mandela's preferred choice for deputy president. In hindsight, Mandela's decision to appoint Mbeki as deputy president proved to be a wise one. Throughout his tenure, Mbeki demonstrated a strong commitment to advancing the goals of the ANC, implementing key policy initiatives, and fostering stability and economic growth in South Africa. His presidency from 1999 to 2008 further cemented his legacy as a pivotal figure in South African politics and a champion of African unity and development. Power struggles and factionalism have been inherent within the African National Congress, South Africa's ruling party, since its inception. The ANC's leadership has often been a battleground for different factions vying for control and influence. This internal strife has been fueled by ideological differences, personal ambitions, and historical rivalries. Throughout its history, the ANC has been home to various factions, each representing different interests and viewpoints. These factions have often clashed over policy directions, leadership positions, and the party's overall direction. One prominent example is the tension between the ANC's moderate and radical wings during the anti-apartheid struggle, with differing views on strategies and tactics. Key figures within the ANC have wielded significant influence over leadership decisions, often leveraging their political clout and alliances to advance their agendas. Nelson Mandela himself was a central figure in the ANC, commanding respect and authority due to his role in the struggle against apartheid. However, Mandela's leadership did not go unchallenged, as other influential figures within the ANC sought to assert their influence. The influence of key figures and alliances within the ANC has played a crucial role in shaping the party's leadership dynamics. Personal relationships, historical ties, and shared political ideologies have all influenced the distribution of power within the ANC's leadership structures. Moreover, the ANC's alliance with the South African Communist Party and the Congress of South African Trade Unions has added another layer of complexity to its internal dynamics. Negotiations and compromises have often been necessary to navigate the intricate web of factionalism and competing interests within the ANC. In the lead-up to the 1994 elections, Mandela faced pressure from various factions within the ANC to select their preferred candidates for key leadership positions. This necessitated careful negotiations and concessions to ensure a unified front for the ANC's transition to power. Ultimately, Thabo Mbeki's selection as deputy president in 1994 was the result of a delicate balancing act aimed at appeasing different factions within the ANC. While Mandela may have had personal preferences, the final decision was influenced by a multitude of factors, including party unity, historical considerations, and strategic alliances. Mbeki's own credentials and standing within the ANC also played a significant role in his selection for the position. In essence, the dynamics within the ANC leadership reflect the complexities of South Africa's political landscape, characterized by competing interests, historical legacies, and the imperatives of governance. Understanding these dynamics is essential for grasping the intricacies of South Africa's democratic transition and its subsequent political evolution. After being passed over for the position of deputy president in 1994, Cyril Ramaphosa embarked on a multifaceted journey that ultimately culminated in his ascension to the presidency of South Africa. Despite not assuming the role initially envisioned by some, Ramaphosa remained a prominent figure within the African National Congress and the broader political landscape. Ramaphosa's journey after the 1994 transition saw him take on various leadership roles both within the ANC and in the private sector. He played a crucial role in the drafting of South Africa's democratic constitution and served as the ANC Secretary-General from 1991 to 1997, during which he was instrumental in the ANC's transformation from a liberation movement to a political party. Ramaphosa's expertise in negotiation and conflict resolution was evident in his involvement in labor relations and the establishment of the National Economic Development and Labour Council, which facilitated cooperation between the government, labor unions, and business leaders. Overall, Cyril Ramaphosa's journey from being passed over for deputy president in 1994 to assuming the presidency of South Africa has been a testament to his resilience, leadership, and commitment to public service. His presidency represents a new chapter in South Africa's history, marked by hope, renewal, and the pursuit of a more prosperous and equitable future for all citizens. Contrary to popular belief, there is no concrete evidence to support the notion that Mandela explicitly favored Ramaphosa for the deputy presidency. While Ramaphosa was a prominent figure within the ANC and played a pivotal role in negotiations leading to the end of apartheid, Mandela's decision was likely influenced by a myriad of factors beyond personal preference. Speculation surrounding Mandela's choice of deputy reflects the inherent uncertainties and tensions inherent in political transitions. While hindsight may offer clarity, it's essential to recognize the multifaceted nature of decision-making in such contexts. The significance of Mandela's decision extends beyond mere party politics. It symbolized a commitment to continuity and stability in the post-apartheid era. By choosing Mbeki, Mandela signaled to the world that South Africa was ready to embark on a new journey of democracy and equality, under the leadership of capable and visionary individuals. The implications of Mandela's decision reverberate throughout South Africa's political landscape to this day. It set a precedent for the peaceful transition of power within the ANC and reinforced the principles of democracy and rule of law. Moreover, it underscored the importance of leadership continuity and institutional stability in fostering sustainable development and social cohesion. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, share and subscribe.